Hi, my name is Michelle, and I wanted to share a message with you tonight. Why do we as people tend to get so bent out of shape over just the slightest little thing? Why do we get so consumed with why someone has or hasn't done something that we want them to do? What is our mindset when we think about the fact that there are so many people who will disappoint us in different areas of our life? Do we not understand that nobody can actually fulfill every single thing in our life because they're not God? So, today's message, whenever you're listening, is about understanding that there is no one that can take the place of the Creator. You were created in the image and likeness of the Creator of this entire universe. That's right, the Creator of the universe, not the universe itself, because it didn't create itself. And the only one that can actually fill up every spot in you is the one that is the manufacturer of your creation. You. There's only one you. There's only one you. There is only one you. And when I say that, I really want us to stop and think, because in the slightest moment in life, it seems like every single day we go through conversations with people and we go through relationships with others where we are not as confident, we're not as, we don't feel as adequate as normal when they don't approve of us, when they don't appreciate us, when they don't even acknowledge us, when they don't, when they look at us like, who do we, who are we? And why do we feel like we need so much from them? We don't want to become needy people, but it seems as though in the slightest moment that we can just not let go of trying to get their attention, their approval, their acknowledgement of who we are and what we've achieved or what we're doing currently. But I just want to stop tonight and just say, do we really have confidence that we think that we have? Or are we really just people who chose to ignore the things that we really need to do and work on in ourselves so that we can become the people that are very confident in the one that actually can give us all the attention, that can approve of us, validating us in every single area of our life, the one that will give us the acknowledgement, the one that will elevate us and put us up and bring us up higher to the next level. The one that created us is the only one that can do that. I've been in so many different scenarios in my life where I've allowed people to come into my life and be like, I can tell her what to do. I can tell her how I want things done. And that's just not my arena anymore, of allowing people to just kind of run over me and tell me what they want from me and expect that I'm going to actually follow through with it. It's nothing wrong with helping people and doing things to benefit others, but not at the expense of my own well-being. It cannot be where I don't have boundaries anymore. I think that most of my life, I haven't set the kind of boundaries that I really needed to set in my life so that people would understand how far to go with me. And I just challenge you tonight, whenever you're listening, to think about, what is it that you really want to be approved of? What is it that you want people to acknowledge about you? What is it that you want them to appreciate? How is it that you want them to give you the kind of attention, approval, the access? What is it that you really want from others that maybe they cannot give you at all? As I've been going through my life, and especially when I hit my 40s, I started realizing there's a lot of things that I don't even like. There are a lot of things that I don't even want to participate in. And the only reason why I have been doing what I was doing was because of what someone else's opinion of me would be. And that can no longer be my story. That's no longer my life. And I'm so grateful to the Creator to let me see and realize that even if the persons who I wanted to get those things from tried as hard as they could on their best day, they still would not have the ability to be able to give me everything that I need to fill me up. So I challenge you to start setting some boundaries for yourself, to start setting some goals of what is it that you really want to achieve? Why do you need this attention? Can there be anything or anyone else, the Creator Himself? He can fill you up. But have you ever really asked Him? Have you really sat down and thought about where these feelings even begin, where did they start from? Because there is always a root. There's always a root to everything, meaning that there's a place where it began, and there's a place that sometimes we need to go back and rewrite the scripts of what was written before, because we've never revisited that time because it has hurt so much, or because it's just something that you just don't want to deal with, or it's a time where we need to pluck up the root. It's not necessary for us to continue to live a life where God has told us that we can have life abundantly, an abundant life where everything, that all of our needs are met, like everything that we need, everything that we even desire that's in alignment with God can actually be ours. That's amazing. And I don't want to spend the rest of my time wishing or hoping or trying to believe that some human being on this earth can provide that for me, no matter who they are, whether it's my spouse, or whether it's a parent, or whether it's a child, a grandchild, a grandparent, whether it's an auntie, an uncle, a sibling, a niece, a nephew, a cousin, a friend, whomever it could be. They don't have the capacity to fill us up fully every time, every day, for the rest of our lives. If that were possible, then they would be God. So I challenge you to go ahead and think about, what do you need to do in order for you to change? What do you need to do in order for you to let go of the things that you told yourself? What do you need to do in order for you to think differently, to believe differently about yourself? You don't have to spend the days anymore hoping and wishing that someone else will come to your rescue. You don't have to spend any more days hoping and wishing to take the shortcut so you can get there faster, but missing the most important steps of your life. Life is so important. It's so precious. And I just want myself, as well as you, to be able to enjoy every single moment of it, to be able to have your ups and downs, but not to depend on other people to come through for you and acknowledge you, to not just come so quickly to a disappointment or an argument or a disagreement because your cup is not full. So fill your cup. Find out the things that it really takes to fill up your cup. What is it that you desire? And sometimes you'll find that you can even give those things to yourself. I know I have. I've learned a lot in my life's journey, and I just want to share. And I hope that this can impact you in some form, some way. I hope that what I have said can encourage you and help you to think about changing and living a different type of life, because you don't have to take anything, because you are unique and you're special. You are different, and there's only one you. There's only one you. There is only one you. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.